and welcome back to my channel. In the light of truth and positivity, I hope you had a great night's sleep. Please guys, I urge you to subscribe to my channel. Watch the video, click like, share and comment as well. Well, in the previous episode that we just rounded up, I hope you had something takeaway. You have learned something, from the previous episode, which is Igbo fashion and beauty. Yes, please and please, your encouragement is must appreciated. Please. Alright guys, let's jump right into today's episode. Today's episode, we are gonna be talking about Yoruba fashion. That's what we're gonna be talking about today. So let's continue with today's episode. Now, we know that Yoruba take immense pride in their fashion. The clothing materials occasionally came from processed cotton by traditional weavers. They are peculiar type of clothes that distinguish them from other tribes and cultures. Before the coming of the Europeans to the Yoruba land, only had woven clothes were available then. A bata, a piece of thick hard woven clothes, was worn by both men and women to cover the private parts. The abata was made from a type of clothes called kijupa, clothes like tapalian. Please, I am sorry if I didn't pronounce it well. Abata, carefully worn, was very thick and could withstand any stress. Yes, with time and of course growth, ashoke became the basic material from clothes making. Yes, ashoke means clothes from the hinterland. It is made from cotton and hard wove, peculiar to the Yoruba people. It is of a different patterns to the Yoruba people. Yes, pattern and colors. Yes, based on the pattern and colorations, the ashoke becomes in three major styles. Yes, which are the alore, a brick red, ashoke, yan, cyan. Yes, cyan is brown or usually light brown. And then the itu, which is dark blue in color. There are other clothing materials like orif, yes, a pure white yarn clothes used as cover clothes, which can also be summoned or which can also be sold, yes, and worn. There is also the Aran or the Valant, yes, clothing material. So into Dasika, yes. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce all these things well. And Kaber. And then you have the Adara, which is a clothes with various patterns and designs. Yes. Men wear in basic Yoruba tradition. Yes. Men's Yoruba tradition. Yes. And Baba. Yes. Baba. Baba Aseke and Sapa, which are also regarded as underwear. Mhm. They are regarded like underwears. And the dango. Yes, the dango. I am so sorry if I didn't pronounce all these things well. So sorry, you can correct me as well. Yes, I am so sorry, guys. All right, let's continue. The abago, yes, the abada, or we call it just as we know as abada. Mhm. In Igbo, yes, we call it abada. Mhm. There is also sule. Yes, we have abada, we have sule, which are all overwears. Yes, they are overwears. They call it overwears. Some men may add their own, their own ancestral. Yes, they may add ancestral, maybe bead, design, different design and stuff like that. So that is for men. Or outfit and the form of a wrapped around. Yes, they can be wrapped around as well. Well, there also are various type of a sokoto. Call it sokoto. Mm-hmm. Me call it sokoto. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry if I didn't pronounce it well. Please and please pardon me. Please pardon me. I'm not from Yoruba, so I may not pronounce it well the same way Yoruba person pronounce it, you know. But please, guys, pardon me. Okay? All right. Let's continue. Or a native trousers. I am talking about the kembe, which is a 3/4. Yes, a 3/4 bag. Mm-hmm. Oh yes. We are talking about Yoruba fashion. So you know Yoruba fashion has a lot. Yes, a lot to offer, a lot to know. Yes, from Yoruba fashion, just like Igbo fashion. Okay, pint. All these things are Yoruba fashion. They are sold, they are worn, they are of different colors, different styles, and different patterns. Yes, that is Yoruba for you. Now we know that a Yoruba man dressing is not complete. Yes, without a cap called of file. Mm-hmm. You know Yoruba men, if they dress, they have not put on a cap. Mm-mm, they have not dressed well. It's just like Igbo. Yes, those ones with chieftaincy title. They don't go nowhere without their cap. Yes, that's how Yoruba men dress as well. So you see, it's like different cultures, but similar stuff. Similar things they do, in common. But hey, the fashion are not the same. Okay? Don't quote me wrong. All right. Then, then the cap which they always put on include file and the language. Yes, some of these caps mhm, include gobe. Mhm. We have gobe. We have a cylindrical cap, which, when worn, is usually compressed and shaped forward. Yes, it is compressed and it is shaped forward. That is the main cap. Or sideways or backways. So you see, you can shape it either front, back, or sideways. And that's called Yoruba style. Mhm. And the call of Yoruba style, which is, that has to go with Yoruba style. So you have to style it just the way Yoruba people style their cap. Alright. There is also the tickle. Yes, the tickle, which is in a crust like shape. Yes, shape driving it from its hanging flips. Mhm. Hanging flips like a hanging ears. You see, all these things are of a gearman shaped. The flip can be lowered or it can also be covered. Mhm. It can cover the ears in cold weather or turned upwardly. Mhm. This we're talking about Yoruba fashion. Yes, Yoruba fashion. Is a normally or in normal weather. Yes, they can be turned upwardly in normal weather. This is Yoruba fashion. There are other caps. Yes, there are other caps that are being worn also by Yoruba men as well. Color of the cloth used as an underlay for the flip tailors and designers, yes, have various styles and patterns to fit the prominent ways of these mhm, aesthetic levels. Different beats, also called eliki in the Yoruba language. Yes, handlace, necklace, also called ejeba. Yes, so sorry if I didn't pronounce it well. In my own way, this is how I can pronounce it. In Yoruba, if you're a Yoruba person, it may not be the same way you pronounce it. Yes, but I'm so sorry. Pardon me. I'm not trying to turn Yoruba language upside down. No, I appreciate that language. I welcome the language. If you want to teach me, I welcome it. Hmm. I would like to learn as well. You know, so please pardon me. The way I pronounce some words, some Yoruba words, I am so sorry. Of course, it's not English. I'm so sorry. Okay? All right. So let's proceed. And these are one of different types, and these ones are being worn by uncles, also called, just as I said, ibuba. or X. And banglings, they have bangs, they have assorted, they have so many things that goes with the outfit. Yes, that they can wear with their own dress as well. Those things makes them unique, and they look beautiful as well. Yes, they look beautiful. Those things add to Yoruba fashion, makes them different from other culture. So because each culture has their own way of dressing, just as we talk about when we are talking about Igbo fashion, those things that we talk about then makes Igbo fashion unique, and they are beautiful. And now we are talking about Yoruba fashion, what makes them beautiful and different from other culture as well. Alright, these are both men and women in a Yoruba land for bodily endowments, yes, like the Igbos, just as I told you. The Yoruba chiefs or chiefs, the priest, the king, or the people from a royal family wear same of these ornaments as a signifier of rank. So you see, they wear all these things as a signifier of a royal, or of a rank. Some of these beads are layer, yes, akko, and so on. These are the beads that they wear, mhm, that signify them. Yes, signify them of a rank, for those like who has a rank. This is what they wear, you know. Okay, these are also an accessory. Mhm. These, especially among the royalty, these things are very, very necessary for royal people. You know, the beads are very, very necessary for a royal people, people from a royal home. Yes, so those things are very, very necessary. Those beads are necessary for them. And for title, title babalawos, yes, babalawo, the chief priest. Yes, those things are very necessary. Yes, of course, witches and artificially processed. They are artificially processed. They process them artificially. Yes, like animal tail, a sort of fly, wing, wing. They are also, yes, the horse. They have the horse tail, the wing class, which are symbols of authority. These things are symbol of authority, just as I told you, like a royal or a babalawos, which is a chief priest, in English, but in Yoruba they call it babalawo. Yes, that is what it's been pronounced, but it's chief priest. So those things are also the things that they do that symbolize of authority. When you see those things, you know it's of authority. It's either a royal, from a royal person or a royal family, or from a chief priest, babalawo. Those are the symbols, those are the things that signifies them, of who they are, you know They can be able to distinguish them from a commoner, you know. So that is that. Okay, all these things and state line. The horse tail, the winkler can be used by chief priest, just as I told you. And a chief priest and priestess. Yes, all these chief priests or the women chief priests, we call them priestess. So these things are what they wear as a symbol of their authority. Yes, and actually also, just like in the Igbo land, and of course everywhere also, or everywhere else around the world, whether ancient or contemporary, yes, different occasions also require different outfits among the Yoruba. Yes, different occasion, dress differently, just like the Igbos, the way the Igbos dress their own as well. Clothing is crucial, is a crucial factor among the Yoruba people. Is a crucial factor among the Yoruba people, upon which, yes, the personality of an individual is accord. Mm-hmm. The personality of individual is accord, you know, because you seeing them, you seeing the way they dress. Of course, we should accord them some respect with the way they dress. You know, differentiate them between a commoner, a royal person, or a chief priest or a priestess. You know, those things, they are called them some respect. You know, so that is that. It means that one's personality can be predicted from the fashion sense. Yes, the way they dress, you should be able to know, like a Yoruba person, somebody like me, I wouldn't know, but like a Yoruba person, they will be able to know through their own personality, which is their own dressing, the way they dress. You can be able to differentiate them. You know, just like, well, I don't know how the royal people dress, but I know even the priests, the chief priest and the priestess, you know, I may not know how they dress, but the Yoruba people know what I'm talking about because they know how they dress. And when they see them somewhere, they will be able to differentiate them. Oh, this is this person, this is that person. That is how it goes because they know exactly what they represent, the personality. So that is that. Mm-hmm. That is Yoruba sense. It is also a common belief among the cold traditional Yorubas. Yes, and this is strengthened by the fact that fashion among them is gender sensitive. That is the beauty of, generally, the beauty of Africa. Yes, that is our beauty. Culture values are strictly, mhm, upheld and glorified. That is Africa. Africa dressing is beautiful. It is beautiful. It is highly upheld and glorified. We love our African traditional, yes, African traditional clothes, our fashion. We love it so much, whether Yoruba, Hausa, or Igbo. We love our culture, and that makes us beautiful. And Africa as a whole, the way they dress, they love it, and that makes Africa beautiful. Yes. So, guys, I hope you learned something from today's episode. Join me again in this journey of Yoruba. And I promise you, I'm not going to let you down. Although you may not like some few things that I pronounce, I am so sorry. They are not English, they are Yoruba. And please, if you want to correct me, you are highly welcome. If you want to teach me Yoruba, I will be so honored to learn the language as well. Alright, guys, join me next time as I bring to your doorstep the continuation of Yoruba, because we are not done. We are not done. Yes, we are not done with Yoruba, because we have to talk about the fashion, talk about the beauty. What makes them beautiful, just as we talk about in Igbo part. So we have to talk about everything that has to do with Yoruba as well. So join me on this journey, and I know that you would take in one or two things, or you will learn one or two things from this all these things. Like me, I am learning a lot, from all these things, and I know that you will learn one or two things from it as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I promise to be bringing you beautiful things to this channel. Just as I told you earlier on, this channel is not dwell in one particular thing. We do a lot of stuff in this channel. Yes, a lot of stuff in this channel. So if you don't like this one, you are gonna like this one. If you don't like this one and this one, basically you're gonna like the other one. So that's why I bring a lot of things in this particular channel. So please, guys, don't forget to subscribe, share, watch the video, like, and comment as well. Please, guys, stay safe. God bless you. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.